plans for a classic Arya mode. I'm not sure what you mean by classic Arya
I
mode.
think from 1 up instead of 4 down.
Oh, no. I think people ask for a lot of different modes and things like that, and I think they're cool, but just you got to put yourself in the shoes of a new player who's coming to this game. You've never seen it before. There's already seemingly a crap ton of modes, and I think it's confusing for a lot of people seeing all these staircases and wondering what the heck they all do. And I think that type of mode would be fun for super hardcore players like the people who are probably watching this stream, but for new players, I don't think that it's, most of them don't even play Arya at all. I think it's too hard, right? So when you're a game developer, you gotta prioritize your time and think about what stuff can you work on that will please the most people. And so unfortunately, I don't think that's one of them. Tic Tac Foe is asking if I'm a cat person or a dog person. I am a no pets person. I like pets when they belong to other people. I love dogs and cats and stuff, but just, man, having your own pet is such a huge amount of work. I got 2 kids, they're a lot of work, so they're the stuff that I spend my spare time on. Having a dog and a cat also would just be too much. Making games is hard, and then making games while having kids and pets and stuff is just crazy.
Yeah, but then you can't have them play on dance pads.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's why I get to watch you do it, isn't it?
Good times. All right, we are live. Sorry, I was a little AFK for a second there. I was nomming some cookies because trying to keep sugared. All right.
Of course.
So everybody's off and running here. Nonogram running the base here. Fubzo's got the titanium broad. Kakefumi's got that crown. Early crown is a really strong pickup, I think. And actually paired with the blood now is very safe. And Paratroopa had the ring of phasing, or sorry, ring of peace, but ended up getting stepped on by a dragon. So that hurts. Zephyr. I think Ryan hates the Japanese community.
I love the Japanese community. Yeah, I'm super pumped with how well the game has been received in Japan, of course, and it's amazing the amount of freaking awesome fan art that comes out of Japan,
too.
It's
so good. It makes me so sad at how bad I am at fan art, because it's like, why are they all so amazing? It's incredible. Also tempos, yeah. Zone 5 is having a loving family, raising your kids for 18 years, and then waking up from a coma and finding out none of it was real. Oh my god. That's spicy.
Cruel. I'm not even that cruel.
On Coda, though. That'd be really hard.
The other super cool thing about Japanese community is when people like Mame just bust into one of our races and annihilate everybody. I love seeing that.
That was one of the best moments of CoNDOR, I think. It was so insane. And Rattata, actually, I remember Rattata taking Rat down first round, and it was just like, what? Because that was Rat, like, just post Balls of Steel. And it was like, wow. That coming out of nowhere and taking out probably at the time the top racer. It was crazy.
Yep. Yeah, I remember Mame especially just watching her. She was just like...
Yeah, she had a noticeable play style that was just better.
Yeah, she was just going full speed on everything and just nailing all of it. Like,
no mistakes.
Unapologetically running into every single room and then pulling it off, annihilating everybody. It was so awesome to watch.
It was crazy. And we're seeing quite the race here. I think Paratroopa had that early death, but now has very strong build. The Blood Drum, of course, is really useful for going fast towards the end, especially with your, 2 boss fights. Kake's got a decent run here in that, I shouldn't have said anything. Kake just got stomped on by a Skelly, so that's rip Kake. Fubzo, also a very powerful run here with the heavy plate, and a 2 damage broadsword is really good, because you can do up to 6 damage technically if you hit 3 enemies at the same time. Got a little trolled there by that bounce trap. I don't know if you saw that on Fubzo's side, but there was an armadillo blocking the bounce trap and another armadillo on top of it. And he went to move, and instead of moving out of the way, he killed the guy that was blocking it, but it was too little too late as the other armadillo jumped across the bounce trap and hit him.
Yep.
It was all according to plan. It made sense, but it was just like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah, armadillos near bounce traps are always a cause for concern.
Yeah, I'm actually glad you made that change, because before they could jump at you from off screen essentially, or like you don't have a beat to even practice.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Yeah, anytime where you don't have much time to react, even though it's technically fair, you might have 1 instant to decide, but it's just not fun.
It's just not fun, no. And it's a sad way to end a run. All right, so we got a couple racers on zone 2 here. Nonogram is slightly ahead of Fubzo. I might have said zone 2. I meant zone 3. I'm not actually sure what I said. I'm second guessing what I said. But anyways, yeah, on zone 3. 2 racers on zone 3. And a potion find for Paratroopa. Could have used the, I would have actually used the blood drum to dig that. But that's fair enough. He's still got 4 bombs, and he's actually about to pick 3 more up. And finds a very cheap blast helm in the shop, plus a compass. Might be worth going to that shop, and I think he's gonna. It's a pretty good shop.
Yeah, if you're behind, you want a compass to help you speed up, catch up.
Absolutely. Yeah, Ryan Clark is here in the commentator's booth with me, commentating and stuff. So this is him. Yes, the guy who made the game. Yeah, so it looks like Fubzo's going to be the first out of Zone 3. He actually surpassed Nonogram. Nonogram, one thing I've noticed about the sunglasses is they do tend to slow you down a little, because sometimes it's hard to just make out what is happening when there's like a swarm of enemies. And so you have to play it a lot slower to just kind of sort it out. And I think that's what we saw at the end there. The end of that 3-3 anyway.
Yeah, I think your brain isn't quite as confident jumping in and dealing with the enemies when you can't see their colors, even though it probably doesn't make that much of a difference most of the time, especially when you have enough damage. But yeah, that's base rapier, right? That's not titanium rapier. Oh no, it is titanium rapier. Yeah, so that's plenty of damage.
It's actually interesting the way I've got it set up here. The top 2 racers are titanium, the bottom 2 are obsidian, the right racers are rapier, the left racers are broadsword. It's like a weird matrix of some kind. Oh, and Fubzo really got trolled there. That is why you want boots in zone 4. That hurts. And of course, Fubzo, undoubtedly one of the best CoNDOR, most celebrated, most winningest CoNDORers. And yeah, that's a hard death to take right there. Just getting golemed. And now it's Nonogram with the nice lead, and actually opts to not take a Ring of Might, and I agree with that. I think keep your Ring of Regen, keep your safe build, especially since you're this far ahead. Although I don't know if Nonogram's watching or not.
He's got enough damage too. Like you don't need that, especially if you keep the sunglasses. That's plenty.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's got that damage. So that's true. And yeah, that was Jack pointing out that there was just a little bit too much Golem ignoring. And yeah, I think that's the case. They swarm eventually. I mean, they're slow, but once they catch up, they are a real problem. And when you got lots of Golems all up in your face, it's so bad.
Well, I think it was a multi-whammy that because I think he was in a room that already had goo on the ground, and there was 2 golems in it.
Yeah.
So like, you gotta respect that room. You gotta back up, I think, and deal with those freaking guys. Yeah, often if you're going fast, you just want to like, I'm just gonna ignore you, golem, because they're slow. They're not gonna catch me.
Yeah,
but sometimes.
Yeah. Well, that's I think what Fubzo was doing there. And I have to give you kudos on your use of the word multi-whammy. I think that's...
Well, I was thinking double whammy, and I'm like, no, it's actually multiple whammy. What's that? A multi-whammy.
That makes me happy. I like it. Multi-whammy. All right. So Kake's got a really scary situation right here, especially with those enormous beetles. They are scary. Actually, one thing I love to see, it's kind of the next level strats, is the some good usages of the Giganticism scroll, because that thing does so much that it can really do some interesting things. For example, one thing I think we don't see enough is people using it on Coral Riff, because it has the frog or the Dora the Explorer boots effect of not you don't sink into the water, you sort of stand on top of it, which is super good in Coral Rift, because you can do your gold kill, or you can just move up fast, and if you have you don't have to really worry too much about the Because the way you get hit in Coral Rift is very much you get trapped in water when a tentacle is attacking. So.
Yep. And it's super useful for a Necrodancer fight. If you can get a better shovel, then you can just dig everything, dig all the things.
Yeah, this is a pretty fast run here by Paratroopa coming back. Had that early death, and now it's very, very, very solid. Like, super strong. So it's definitely Paratroopa set up to get second in this race. If Nonogram can have a nice couple Dead Ringers. It looks like Dead Ringer got a little off the rails here. I think if anything, Dead Ringer is like the definition of a boss that can go off the rails. Because, and actually I didn't even realize how trolly the Dead Ringer with the sunglasses is. It's like classic Dead Ringer, where you don't know what's the status of the bells.
Yeah, that's true.
And now incoming Super Saiyan Dead Ringer. And with that, oh, nicely. Oh my God! Eat the ham. This is scary. I'm afraid. Eat the ham. I'm gonna cry. Go, run. Okay. If you don't eat that ham, I'm going to be very mad at you. Oh, I guess did eat the ham, but also had the Ring of Regen. So, and actually, Paratroopa is already on the Dead Ringer fight, and with a fast Dead Ringer, which can be done with the Blood Drum if Paratroopa wants to. Could actually swoop in and take first. Use the Blood Drum. Use the Blood Drum. Please. Not gonna.
Yeah, I might not be aware.
But did a very nice job of skirting everything around. It was actually a pretty quick, clean fight, taking out pretty much everything. And Kake's actually has a decent run here, catching up as well. And does have enough bombs, Paratroopa, to go quickly into this.
With a Blast Helm, too.
Yeah, so that's only 3 damage behind the Necrodancer, and a couple trolley teleports from the Necrodancer for Nonogram, and oh, never mind. I take it back. Nonogram just killed the Necrodancer. So Nonogram takes first. Nicely done. A sub 11 at a 10:56. Very nice run. Just over 11, but I think there was a reset. So that's 3 points for our Japanese racers. Are just playing super strong today. Although, actually, if I'm not mistaken, Rattata didn't quite make it.
No,
but
Rattata was...
the other Japanese racers have been doing very well.
Mm-hmm.
Fubzo with a scary situation right here. But Fubzo's got to really push to catch up. I mean, like I said, Fubzo's... Oof. Kake there with the Boots of Pain. Avoided Boots of Pain death.
Yeah, the single
and
point
Hellhound death. Sorry. But Fubzo goes down. And it looks like he's just pausing. I'm not sure if he's going to take a bit of a breather here. Sorry, what were you going to say? A single point can matter?
I was going to say,
group?
yeah, big time. Yeah, you
Yeah.
expected that, Fubzo was the stronger one in this pool, but the fact that he, is probably not even going to get any point. A single point can make a huge difference.
Yeah, this is going to put Fubzo at a major disadvantage here. It's going to be hard for him to finish a run in the time allotted, regardless of whether Kake can finish. I mean, if Kake finishes, then it's Fubzo just has to stop. And actually, Kake's got a pretty good spot here, other than... Oh, yeah. I was just about to say Giganticism. Got to do it. But has the only 2 hearts here, so needs to... Oh, man, nice. That was a little sketchy. Yeah, sometimes you can get... I don't know if you've seen some of these deaths, Ryan, but sometimes Dorian can, like, knock the Necrodancer away while he's about to bomb. Have you seen this?
Yeah,
He'll poke the Necrodancer away from you, and then you're trying to get in there with the loot. Oh, my God. That happened to me on I think my first attempt on the dance pad cadence, and I was so mad. Because I was so tired. And I'm just like, please make it be over. And then I die there. And GG, that was a fast 3 win there. And that's Fubzo not able to get a point as Kake takes a point. So this is going to be a really interesting group. Just by that race alone, we know it's going to be really interesting to see who winds up going through. Still anyone's game. But yeah, that is not how I expected that one to end. Well done. And good job, Kake. Nice finish. Yeah, Kake was another racer who totally impressed in the tryouts. Did a very, very good job.
Yeah, that was a solid finish. It was looking a little bit sketchy, but managed to not take any damage with cadence there. So clearly has some skills.
Oh, definitely.
So yeah, Fubzo up against it here.
Yeah, the pressure is on now. He needs to, if he wants to make it through, he needs to really push and make sure he gets a solid, I think go for a really, like pull what Jack did, get a really solid start, and then ease back a little, if you can. Plus, I mean, going YOLO early it's a little bit less dangerous if you die, because you die earlier, so. And look at that insta-find by Kake with the Obsidian Flail, which is such a strong weapon. Though, Ryan, what are your thoughts on Flail Zone 4?
I still like it. I think the main thing you just need to be concerned about is the Warlocks, but everything else, the Flail is good. I guess you can kind of get somewhat pinned against the Blade Masters, but
yeah,
we changed it so that you can kind of knock them back, so there should never be a situation where you're forced to take
stuck,
damage.
Yeah.
But I think as long as you're aware of what's going to happen with the Warlock, like just if you're ever going to hit a Warlock, be ready to be where he is, and then you can go in and mash, because the boss rooms, the mini boss rooms at Zone 4 are always so full of stuff, but you can run in there and mash if you've got a flail. So I'm still a fan. Yeah, I guess Jack's saying that hitting the golems is a bit of a pain with the flail.
That's true. Yeah, and you're putting the goo all over. Yeah, the flail definitely takes a hit in Zone 4 because it's super strong. It's crazy strong Zone 1, Zone 2. It's pretty good Zone 3 as long as you watch out for the coals. But I think it takes quite a substantial hit as like a top tier weapon in Zone 4 from my sort of experience with it.
Yeah, Zone 4 I just like a freaking dagger, man.
Yeah, you want the little Scooty strats. It's totally true. I totally agree.
High damage dagger. That's where you want the jeweled dagger. 5 damage. Who's golem? Who cares?
Yeah,
you're
dead.
Get out of my face.
I do I love the jeweled dagger. I think it's such a great item. It's just super fun. Just knowing that you can just one-shot things and you can throw and kill the deep blues 3 or 4 as well. It's really good.
Yeah, it's the best. It's probably the best holsterable weapon too.
Yep. Yeah, I could see that. Although I still love, as I said earlier, just throwing a glass spear into stuff. It just feels so good. I don't know why. There's something visceral about it that I just love.
Then it breaks and you can't get it.
I don't even care.
Dagger,
it has that.
You can get it.
Yeah, but it's just like, I don't know. It's the best throwable, or it's the best, most damage throwable weapon. Well, no, that's not true, because the jewel dagger. But because it breaks, it just makes it feel like it's got that much more oomph. I don't know.
True.
I just enjoy that factor a lot.
Yeah, just imagining throwing a spear made of glass. Like, yeah, that's gonna break and lodge into you. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna be an unpleasant thing.
Nonogram with a very, very good reaction there. I don't think he expected the red dragon to be waiting like that, and was about to attack that mushroom and instead dropped down. You could see that the thought process that occurred just then was really, really, really well handled considering. And Nonogram running just the glass dagger, your favorite.
And the ring of shielding.
Ring of shielding. Yeah, that's actually really strong with that combo. That's true. And Fubzo pushing this build, he's got the dagger phasing now. That dagger phasing is all over the place. So yeah, and Fubzo's going very fast with this. It's like 3.5 minutes into Zone 3-2. It's pretty good. Very fast.
Putting on a show. It's good. And good to see him come back strong there.
Yeah, absolutely. And he is in a bit of a sketchy situation here. And there's the big ol' YOLO slide. Luckily, he's got the dagger, so he just mashes everything. But he's got a blue dragon he's got to handle here. And that blue dragon was just not waking up. And just tanking the clap of damage just to get the heck out of there. And that allowed Kake to catch up a little bit here as Kake gets down into Zone 3. It's so hot right now, that dagger phasing.
Yeah, Fubzo's build super strong with the armor plus the healing plus the potion. Like he doesn't need to worry about tanking anything. He just go in there, dagger stuff.
Yeah, and it's going to be extra strong in Zone 4, as we were saying, because you can scoot by. Yeah, it's really good. Picking up a monocle. One thing I've started doing a lot more now is picking up items just to know that if I find a transmog, I can transmog it. Like, there's stuff I would sometimes just not get because it's like, well, I won't be I won't be needing this. And then it's like, oh, but I could transmog it later, and that's actually really useful.
Yeah,
And
that's what
it's the
pisses
same
me
with
off
some of
about
the-
the
Sorry, go ahead.
Boots of Leaping, man.
Yeah, a lot of people skip those just because they don't want them, but it's like, I don't know. You can transmog it, that's for sure. And that's also a sort of higher level strat there, as Fubzo got the kill on the... Oh, this is scary. Fubzo got the kill on Coral Riff by throwing the dagger phasing, which still does damage. From the throw, I mean. So, could do the throw bomb strat, even though Coral Riff has 5 health.
Yeah, that's true. Not everybody knows that it's possible to do it that way when he's got 5 health.
And if I'm not mistaken, that works with the... no, yeah, that's definitely the case with Conga. So, like, if you have Conga 1 and a dagger of phasing, just throw it, and he's dead.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
But if it's the other Congas, then he will just be alive running after you, but you can bomb him when he comes at you or something, or if you got a holster.
Yep.
Then
Or
you can still fight him.
Fireball or any of that kind of stuff, yeah.
Yeah. That's why I had to make dagger of phasing 2 damage, because for a while it was the 3 damage, but it's just...
Yeah, you one-shot
even
every
with 2
mini
damage,
boss.
it's,
yeah.
it's
Or
freaking
big
powerful.
boss. Yeah. And so Paratroopa taking out his boss room there. Looks like he's got a pretty decent build here. Torch of Foresight, not going to be too... Well, I guess it'll let him get through the rest of this zone. You can kind of tell where the boss rooms are because they tend to have traps in them, so you can see it on your map. But yeah, this is getting a little closer here. Although Fubzo's still 2 floors ahead.
Yeah, and has a much faster build. Kake's build is pretty good too, reasonably safe, but just Fubzo with the phasing, man, and the blast helm.
He just blast helmed everything to get out of there because that was really sketchy. And what's he going to do here? Is he just going to go straight for the... Yep. And will he get the Super Saiyan kill? Yes, nicely handled by Fubzo. Very, very good presence of mind there and the way he handled that fight. That was really, really strong considering... I think panicking is the worst thing you can do in that fight when you're trying to hit him while he's going Super Saiyan. And what he was doing was just kind of working him over there. And this is a horrible situation for Nonogram. What do you even do? Oh my god. This is insane.
Waiting for it to catch
Nonogram
up.
can't even get out
Beetles.
of there. Yeah, the Beetles just locking Nonogram in. Yeah, Glass
Got a
Whip
blast helm,
is not fun. That's true. But I think, yeah, had to waste some beats there. Could not do a flawless. That hurts.
Yeah.
And picking up those lead boots, which is opportune time, of course. Because lead boots are pretty good in Zone 4. And there's a GG from Fubzo. Nicely done. 729.
Holy
That'll be... He's answering back with force.
Kidding.
He took the game and screamed in its face. Man, that's awesome. Well done, Fubzo. That's a really fast time. My goodness.
Jeez.
And how do you even compete with that? That's top tier right there.
Yeah, if he can pull that off, there are very few people that can hang with him.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, nicely done, Fubzo. All right, so we have a very interesting group here at this point. So we'll see. I know Nonogram is definitely going to want to get an early win here because Nonogram had the win last time, but has been getting trolled with this like permanent glass whip. Can't do anything with it. And it's bad for all kinds of reasons. Like Dead Ringer whip is bad. It's gonna get you all caught up on every enemy that you find.
Yeah, for sure. It's funny seeing so many new players playing Necrodancer since the launch, and I see a lot of them tweeting like, "Oh, I got Obsidian Whip, and of course I won. I got carried by Obsidian Whip." I'm like, "What are you talking about, man?"
That's funny coming from you.
New players just love whips.
Oh, they love
Everybody
whips,
says,
yeah.
They're terrible. Why don't you take them out? They're really bad. I'm like, maybe for you, but new players freaking love them. So.
Yeah. Oh, no, I agree. I actually find that people kind of go, they love them, then they hate them, then they love them again.
Yeah.
And then some then evolve to the re-hating them. But I feel like I kind of got them a little bit. Like, I like them. There's some really interesting stuff you can do with them. Like, there's kind of that extra next level strats you can do. So Kake trying to finish this off here before... Oh, was that a crypt room that I just missed on Nonogram's side? I think it was. Nonogram now lost all the glass, but is sporting a heavy plate. And I believe
Yeah,
that
it
was a
was one of
crypt
those-
wall room. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a vault room. I
Vault,
think that's what
that's
people
the-
call them.
I have no idea what
but-
to call them usually.
Yeah, the mini boss busted it open, so he didn't even get to bust it open. It just made tons of
Oh,
enemies.
that's always a good time. And then you have like red bats and everything all up in your face.
Yep.
Is it black bats in Zone 4?
I think it was still
bats?
red bats. Yeah.
Yeah, because one thing that I was confused by, I remember watching somebody, they picked up a Shrine of War, they used a Shrine of War, and there was just a room full of red bats in Zone 4, and I thought that was weird, but I guess those must have been the blue bats, like a blue bat room that got buffed.
Yep.
So the black one just stays black, is that right?
Yeah, it's already nasty enough. I should
They
turn-
don't
I should
turn
them
like green? Yeah. Oh, that would be awesome. That would be so good. That'd be a good way to get that achievement, but...
That would just
That'd be
make
too easy.
that shrine even
Oh.
even.
Oh my
worse.
god, Kake! Mistiming that, and this is so scary now. Oh my... I'm so afraid. I am legitimately worried. Frozen! Oh, the RNG there, because I think the Necrodancer could have moved over and whacked Kake for the kill, and instead Kake just scrapes by. Oh my god. That was ludicrous. All right, and Nonogram is on to the Necrodancer fight. This group is amazing. Look at this. And Paratroopa had a really bad death, and that unfortunately. And look, Paratroopa's already on Dead Ringer too. This is a fast group. Wow, Kake.
Yeah, these scores are all going to be super close after this round here.
So that's 2 points for Kake. All right, we'll see how people fare here, but my goodness, that was so sketchy. And actually, yeah, Paratroopa's not got a lot of health right now. So it is not super safe. And waiting out the Super Saiyan mode a little bit, that was smart. You wouldn't want to... And actually, with a bow, it can be really... Oh, has the heavy plate, though, so it should be okay. But that happens so often, where it's just like... bringing him up to the gong, but he's just diagonal. Like, it's just the worstly timed thing, so...
And then he just whacks you. Yeah.
Yeah, it hurts. All right, and a Necrodancer fight for Paratroopa. So this is super close. I mean, Nonogram has one more hit left on the Necrodancer, so since it is such a long fight that this can... And there it goes. Confuse Dorian as Nonogram finishes it, and we'll let Paratroopa finish unless he decides not to. But yeah, wow, look at that! Everybody finishing right around the same time. So that's a point for Nonogram, which means Nonogram is currently winning. But look at this: after 2, Fubzo's got 3, Nonogram's got 4, Kake's got 3, and Paratroopa's got 2. So anybody could be in after this next
Yeah.
race.
Yep, this is going to be a stressful
And
one.
everybody is capable of doing it.
Man, yeah, everybody finishing close to the same time there, except Fubzo, who finished 3 minutes earlier than everybody else.
Yeah, everybody super close except Fubzo, who had like a 7-minute run. So
That's crazy.
yeah, wow, that's wild. Yeah, and I think we have one more group after this, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Mudjo,
I think so.
Mudjo. I think it'll be Rat, Anti, and Zuki Wuki. I think Rat kind of caught a lucky break there by some dropouts in the tournament, allowing him to get back in.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, yeah, scraping by again. That seemed to happen in the Tournament of Champions last time, too. Where we needed to fill Mame's spot because she couldn't make it. And then we had a play-in tournament that Rat ended up winning to get back into it.
Grom is cheering for tiebreaker in chat here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure
it
seems
so could happen.
possible.
Although, it is also possible to have a multiplayer, like more than just 2. In which case, we would be doing, we would just be using the 4-way again. So, you got to cheer for like a 2-way, because that's the only time when we'd be using your thing, your layout. Now, Kake actually didn't kill a giant blue slime. I think if it's right there, kill the giant enemy, because those purple scrolls can really make a big difference, even if just to save it for the very end when you can dig into the Necrodancer stage.
Yeah, I agree. It'll take you like 8 beats to kill it or something like that, but it can
Yeah.
probably save you more than 8 beats.
Grom. Yeah, the winner moves on for sure. I don't think that's necessarily true. Say for, like, we could have a 3-way tie for first if Paratroopa, then Fubzo, then Nonogram, or Paratroopa, then Kake, then Nonogram. They would all have 5 points. So there's all kinds of everything. It's all up there. It's all. So who knows?
Grom didn't make a 3-way tie layout. You lazy Grom, come on.
Yeah, come on, Grom. What the heck? Yeah, it's kind of hard to make a 3-person layout just because of the way that all the you'd have all this dead space. Because if you can imagine, we don't have a ton of wasted space with our 4-way. They could be a little bit wider, maybe. But where do you put that third one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it would have to be like centered, and then you have other art or something around it on the sides.
Yeah. Yeah. Make a whole bunch of new art, Grom. And
come on, Grom.
Yeah, come on. What's up, Saxon? How's it going? Nice to see you. All right, this music.
Man, I need to do some tweeting. Hang on a sec. I haven't been tweeting enough.
No, okay, yeah, I have no problem with that. You certainly have a pretty big follower base, so I encourage it. All right, so I'm gonna just take stock of what we got here. Fubzo, so where's everybody at? Everyone's pretty close. It looks like actually Kake's got the lead right now into zone 2-2 with just a base cat, which is terrible. Finding a titanium flail, though, really good, strong weapon. That titanium flail can get you all the way to zone 4 very comfortably, in my opinion. Nonogram running just base pretty much, but has the... Oh, looks like going to be picking up... Doesn't have enough money for it, so will not be picking up the Old Faithful there, the titanium longsword. That's a bad thing to miss out on. Kake picking up a heal spell, and Fubzo a little bit of buffering on his side, but he's off to zone 2-3 now, so he actually picked up a ton of pace, and that might be partially due to his titanium rapier. And down goes Kake. I missed it. The reset was way too fast. Fair enough. Trying to keep in this.
I'm watching. I'll see. It's about to happen.
Okay. Thank you. And Paratroopa also has to find... Oh, wind spell? Where are you? Oh, I turned it off. I can't.
Wind spell into Minotaur's path.
Dope. Oh, that's really bad. Yeah. Okay, why? I don't understand. Sometimes when I drag... Oh, there. See, now it's working.
Wind spell!
There we go. Nice. Got it. Took me a long time, but we got the wind spell. Now let's see where we're at. So, Fubzo on his way down to zone 3, moving very quickly. Eager to vie for that top spot. Not guaranteed. If Nonogram comes second, then they will end up tying. Of course, if it's a 2-way tie for the top 2 positions, we don't run a tiebreaker. But maybe we should. Oh my god, Nonogram. Holy freaking crap. What's going on here? What even is that? The rare zone 2 swarm. Oh my god.
Wow.
That was insane. I don't know if that was just a lack of killing enemies like on the way, or it just all came out of the woodwork at once, but that was wild.
That was rough. Yeah, he didn't kill a bunch of enemies, and then out of the mini boss room came a crap ton of enemies and a red dragon.
Crap ton.
Metric crap ton.
Yeah, Fionn, I think we're basing our just off race time, which would probably go to Fubzo for the tiebreaker because it's not as important. Like, seeding is really not a big issue, especially since we're still doing 4-way races. Like, it's still going to be the same format tomorrow for the next round. And yeah, so Paratroopa went down. Nonogram got absolutely swarmed. And so it's actually kind of a reset race for 3 of our racers here, as Fubzo is just trying to finish out this race. He's just got to play it safe, and I don't know if it... I think it still doesn't necessarily guarantee him in, even if he wins this.
I think it does if he wins, because he'll have 6. The only other people who could... Then everybody else could only get 2. So
you're right.
If Kake gets 2, he's got 5, right? So
you are correct. Yes. So if he wins this, he's guaranteed in. That is true.
But then for everybody else, yeah, if he wins, yeah, if Kake comes second, then he either beats or ties Nonogram. And it'll be interesting.
Very interesting. And a really good use of a blood magic shield spell there against Coral Rift, as he gets full surrounded by the tentacles, and it doesn't matter, and it actually timed absolutely perfectly.
Yeah, I was wondering what he was going to do there. That was clutch.
Yeah, that was a really smart play. It's good Fubzo. Good Fubzo work there. You're on the bus, Anti. How much longer are you going to be? I don't know if you can hear me. Yeah.
Let's see if Fubzo deals with his golems any differently in Zone 4 this time around.
He better.
That lesson he learned.
Yeah, that was a Golem Swarm, and then there was a Golem Swarm on Nonogram's side as well.
I like that mechanic, that ooze mechanic, makes it so you can't just like tank through sometimes. Like sometimes you could just get stuck. Like you can't shield spell, you can't free a spell necessarily. Like it's just different. It's different than the rest of the game.
I was gonna say you're probably the only person. Oh man, that wall pig though. That was some huge damage. I was gonna say you're probably the only person who starts a sentence with "I like that ooze mechanic." ...
Maybe. Did you see just before that wall pig, the Fubzo blew
Mobile wall
rapier?
pig taking down Fubzo. That is huge. What does that even mean? Oh my god. That's insane now, because all other racers are ahead of Fubzo by almost 2 zones. Sheesh. Never mind. Take it back. Paratroopa dies to a red bat. Paratroopa and Fubzo are now neck and neck at 1-1. And it looks like Kake's got the lead again in this race. Kake, I think, started with the lead before dying. But Kake has a much stronger build at this point with the +1 damage and the obsidian weapon. Always a good thing. Find some clutch chicken there. That clutch chicken. A catastrophe. I like that. That's pretty funny. Fubzo blew up the rapier. I did not catch that.
Yeah, he picked up a flail and then did he bomb or no? It was a goblin bomber dropped the bomb and blew up his titanium rapier.
It's definitely the case in Zone 4 for some pretty hilarious things to happen to you. When things bomb, and I think that happened to me recently where there was a goblin bomber who bombed something that I'm like, no, it was a bomb. I needed one more bomb to be like good for my Necrodancer fight, and I find it, and then I go open the door, and there's a goblin bomber, and there was just no way. I hit him, and then he blew up my bomb, and I'm like, oh, come on.
He bombed the bomb?
He bombed the bomb.
Someone set you up the bomb?
I wonder if like bombs on the ground should explode.
Yeah, probably.
It's probably too late for that, but still.
If somebody competent made this game, it would probably be like that already.
Shots fired. Self-shots fired.
Yeah.
All right, this is intriguing. There is some serious intrigue going on right now. I'd be picking up that blood shovel if I was Nonogram. Got the ham, you got the health. Although three bombs and a blast helm, I mean maybe, I don't know. Cat's real sketchy. Zone 4. Well, I guess I've been saying it's not too bad. You gotta be careful. Taking this boss fight safely, it's pretty smart. But Kake is already on to Zone 4. Moving fast. Boomerang fired.
Kind of, if you want to, you can treat the cat just like a dagger, and then the other stuff that it does is kind of bonus stuff. Although in Zone 4 you can get confused by it if you get a warlock or something when you weren't expecting to. But
that's a good point. Yeah, and one of the things you have to do with the cat is with the blade masters is you have to use it like a dagger pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, because otherwise they get all wonky on you. So you really got to just go straight dagger and attack them straight ahead. Otherwise they kind of parry. They like parry away from you and then you can't hit them. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is a very strong build from Kake, and Kake winning this will also, it'll be the same as Fubzo. That'll be a guaranteed entry. And I think Kake was also one of our racers who was largely unknown coming into it. Because I seem to remember there was this funny Twitter exchange where they didn't know if Kake was a Japanese racer or not.
Yeah, is Kake Japanese or not?
I don't think so. Maybe, I don't think came through it the way that the other Japanese racers have, but yeah, I don't know. I think it was just a random sign up on our website.
Well,
really
Kake
strong
clearly
though.
has some skills.
Yeah. If not Japanese, at least Japanese in skill level, because coming in here and thumping everybody. Yeah, that's awesome. Paratroopa sporting Old Faithful, and the race against Fubzo is actually taking quite a lead against Paratroopa. And Paratroopa needs multi-points here. Because starting this race with the lowest point amount. But no points have been given out yet. That corner bounce trap or diagonal bounce trap onto the spike trap was kind of funny. I don't know if you saw that on Kake's side. And we'll see if Kake goes with the jack strat here. It looks like will be. You can actually do this fight extremely fast. And there it is, yeah, just like that. Really nicely handled. And Kake is on to the Necrodancer fight.
It has a potion too.
Yeah, things are looking pretty good for Kake for going on to the next round. Which is, congrats to Kake. That's a big accomplishment. Coming into this tournament without really being too well known. Hasn't raced in the CoNDOR ever before. Yeah, that's very commendable. Having a little bit of a troll situation with the set lining up everything, but using the enemies to great effect, which is always impressive. I like when people use the enemies to line themselves up for the Necrodancer fight.
Yeah, I think that's the top skill. Like, that's the thing that speedrunners will need to be able to do. Although I guess speedrunners want to come in with bombs, but
yeah, I think that's
eventually racers probably who don't always come in with bombs like him will need that type of skill.
Absolutely. And off to the golden loot phase. So we'll see if Kake. I think at this point it's just Dorian you got to watch out for, because you have the potion as well. Should be good, and really can take his time.
Yeah, I think as long as you clear all of the summons, this phase of the fight is actually not that dangerous. It's only dangerous when people kind of try to rush.
Yeah.
Because the Necrodancer himself, if you leave him alone, he's not going to like blow up right next to you or something like that. He kind of runs away from you. So if you just go and kill everything, wait until you've got like a clear, safe chance to hit him.
Ooh, the confuse though. That confuse is a killer in this fight. Because they start going different directions, and it's legit the most confusing thing ever. And there it is, GG Kake.
Nice
Moving
work.
on, really nicely done. And Fubzo is actually caught up, or catching up to Nonogram while it's in Zone 4, but Nonogram had a very slow Zone 4. Wow. And actually, is this going to cause a tie? If Nonogram finishes? I think it will, although I don't know if it's going to mean a tiebreaker. I think that is not the case. But wow, really nice Kake. Congrats.
Yeah, tie for first place if Nonogram finishes.
Oh, and Fubzo down, and Nonogram dead ringered. Oh no. Oh
Yeah,
Nonogram.
If Para wins, finishes second, then Para would have 4, but Nonogram could still get one more to be 5. So if Nonogram finishes third,
there's not enough time. We're at the 14-minute mark. I don't think.
right?
What does this mean? I think
So
it means that.
Para will be tied with.
I think it means
Nonogram.
Fubzo's out.
Fubzo's out, and Para will tie with Nonogram if Para can win.
Holy crap! So now it's all on Paratroopa to finish this run. That's pretty much what it comes down to, because I really don't think that Nonogram can finish. That is crazy.
Or if Fubzo could finish, he would tie Para.
He's not finishing,
Para does
though.
win.
He's at 1-3. I mean, he's got to get world record pace.
Yeah, he'd have to have world record speed.
Oh my god. This
I'm
is...
sure he knows that, and he knows what it takes to get a world record.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, I'd put Fubzo on, near the top of the list of people who could do it. So we'll see if he goes.
Well,
This is crazy,
let's
though.
see if Para can win here, because Para's got to win.
Wow. Yeah, Para has more than enough time. Just needs to not die. Careful. Has that freeze spell, which is pretty nice. Has the earthquake scroll as well, which is so nice. And a very nice dodge on the ogre.
Yeah, I like Para's using bombs to like
Oopsie.
make
Oh
space.
my god. I'm officially extremely nervous for Para right now. 2.5 hearts is not a lot in Zone 4, especially without armor, just that one protection charm. This format is brutal. Yeah, Para should be bombing statues more. Absolutely. Okay, that'll help.
Para did bomb some walls, which was smart, but then, yeah, just stopped bombing stuff.
Yeah, with 9 bombs, yeah, you might want to start just bombing all of the statues and things you can find. Video. Thanks, E-Lad. P-Lad. I like it. Oh, there's a Shrine of Peace. Could get the full heal and lose the build.
Yeah, but you don't really need much of a build for the final bosses.
Yeah,
right?
don't need the Ring of Peace. Oh, and there's a bombed, missed out on a kiss there from the Pixies. That's helpful. 1 full heart heal can really matter. This is so scary right now. Handling it nicely, and I would be definitely going into the shop. Okay, definitely going into the shop, finding not a much. Not a much. All right, Dead Ringer, Earthquake, here we go. Or not. Not gonna Earthquake. Quaked but late. That could be a real issue, actually. Oh, managed to dunk the dragon, so it actually worked out okay. Oh, what are you doing? Paratroopa, you could have had it. I'm so nervous. Okay, Paratroopa's got it. And I think that did not count as a flawless, so this is 2.5 hearts to make it through this fight. Fubz is on his way to zone 3. Nonogram is on 2-3. I really don't think it's going to happen in 2.5 minutes. So we'll see what happens here on this fight with Paratroopa. Thanks, Ants. Thanks. Look around you. That's the best show. I don't know if you've ever seen that, Ryan. It's amazing.
No.
Did you ever hear the show Connections? It was an old show, British show. It was a guy who talks about like all these interconnected things, and it's like...
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So there was a fake show, or I guess a parody show, called Look Around You that kind of made fun of it. Oh my god. That could have been it there. I think that was a stomp from a red dragon, but had the crown. And that's GG. Paratroopa. Wait a minute. Tying Nonogram, yeah? Oh,
Yep.
snag. Is it time for a tiebreaker?
Grom gets his wish.
Oh, man. Wow, this is exciting. This group was incredible. What a crazy group. Now, it's not totally GG, but I think Fubzo or Nonogram are going to need to find trapdoors in Zone 4. And that's probably not going to happen. It looks like Fubzo is calling it there. GG, Grom. Holy crap. Grom hype. Yeah, and here's the other rule about the tiebreakers. Grom, you have to race for one of the racers in it. So get your gear on, Grom. No, I'm kidding. I think we talked about like bringing in a champion, like you bring in who you want to race for you. We were like, can we somehow put that into a format at some point? And it was like, no, no, that wouldn't work. Although we're kind of doing it with the Twitch Olympics that we're gonna do, or the Necrodancer Olympics, where we're gonna have like each team, which would be Japan versus, I guess, Twitch, would be putting forth their best players of the events. And just as a bit of a hint at some of the events, one of the events we talked about doing, which I think is the genius thing, is our opening ceremony is going to be a running of the torch, where we're going to have you play, we're going to have 2 racers, 1 Japanese and 1 Twitch, run a glass torch build, like just a glass torch on Dove, and see how far they can get. And that's going to be our opening ceremony. It's going to be amazing.
Like the cauldron.
Yeah, light the cauldron. Love it. Yeah, you have to confuse a cauldron with a glass torch to win. All right, so I guess this means I got to set up for the tiebreaker. So let's do this. So here is our overlay. I think it's pretty sassy. Let me put the names up.
I gotta take a quick break. I'll be right back.
Absolutely. So I'll take questions if anyone has questions about Necrodancer. As I set things up real quickly to get things started here. Paratroopa. Yeah, this is Grom's handiwork. It is super sexy. You'll be seeing a lot of this next week. This is our sort of heads up setup here, and I think it's gonna be good. And yeah, this tiebreaker though. Yeah, so good. All right, let me just quickly cap up these racers, because I didn't cap everybody, because it would have been kind of pointless to pre-cap all the racers. Oh, the tiebreaker. This will be hype. This matters, guys. The winner of this is in. The loser is out. Crazy. It's all purpley. Yeah, it is. All right, let me just set that up. Sorry, this is why pre-capping takes forever, as you can see. So when you have to do this for 24 racers, and also setting up all of their pop-outs. I have to pop out all the things too. Yeah, this is crazy. So Kake is in, which is impressive. Good job, Kake. I think Kake deserves a round of applause for making it through with this crazy group. My brother's video games? Actually, I don't have too many because a lot of the time he's worked on... Like, he has some pretty cool ones. There's one called Prison Escape? No, that's not it. Shoot. Escapeneers? What the crap is it called? Now I'm blanking on it. I'm like a chump. He made a game where basically you play with a pair of sandals and you have to slap the sandals on the ground to move your character, and you're tied together because you're a prison escape, so you're tied by the ankles to another prisoner, and they both have to slap these, and it basically runs your right and left foot, and you have to run across this obstacle course to escape. It's kind of amazing. Did I try to get on Twitch's front page? I don't even know how, Quasi, so no. No, I didn't. Quasi Squirrel is a fun name, though, by the way. So it looks like we're all capped up here. Hype for that. All right. Yeah, this looks real nice. Hope it looks good on your guys' end. So we'll just wait. We'll give Ryan a quick sec, and then we'll get things started. And so yeah, just to go over how this is going to work again, it's a 15-minute race. Once the time limit is up, we have everybody. I'm pretty sure we have everybody run, or we start over, and then it's how far you can get. Yeah, that's how it works. So if anybody wins within the 15 minutes, or if someone, no, that's not true. If anyone wins within the 15 minutes, that's the tiebreaker over. If we hit the 15-minute mark, then we start over, and you've got 5 minutes to go as far as you can into the game. And if you get on the, if the 5 minute hits while you're both on the same floor, it's the person who got there first. My arms are behind my body. What? I don't know what you're saying, Mr. Yosh. All right, Ryan, sounds like you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, so I'm gonna let them know we're ready to go here. Tiebreaker hype, and this will also be a bit of a sneaky peek into what we'll be doing next week. With the heads up. It's going to be all heads up after this.
Look at this beautiful layout. Who made this layout?
Yeah, I don't know. I have some guy.
Some guy.
Yeah, that's the other thing, what Lancer said. I don't think... Twitch is enormous. If you go to the top channels, they're all sporting, I don't know, 50,000 people or whatever. It's... It's certainly not something we'd expect to be on the front page. And we have little to no pull in Twitch anyways. And I'm not even a partnered stream, so not gonna push that one. So we are off and running though. Here we go. This matters. This is straight head to head. These guys better be watching each other. Because it's going to really matter. If one dies, you're going to want to slow down a bit, but not too much, because if the 15-minute stops, if you're like on the Necrodancer fight and you hit 15 minutes, you got to stop and start over. So you definitely want to make sure you at least finish your run within 15 minutes. All right.
Yeah, about the partnering thing. I can't believe you're still not partnered. What the heck is going on?
I don't know.
Who do I gotta kill?
Yeah, if you want to kill some people, go for it. Yeah, I don't, it's fine. I think it's I'm gonna wait until I hit 5K followers, and then I'll apply again. Didn't pan out the first time. And Nonogram going down, so has to do a quick reset there. Got monkeyed in a really trolly way. I think that monkey was on a bounce trap and then got sort of boosted over the bounce trap by a skeleton. And that ended up then getting caught and then getting rammed by a minotaur, so... Good times.
Shall we do the thing where I watch one of them and you watch the other one?
That is a fantastic idea. Yes. So I'll watch Nonogram if you want to watch Paratroopa.
Okay.
Cool. Good idea. All right. And Nonogram doing a good job of setting up that, getting a sort of value bomb there, and actually getting some obsidian armor out of that barrel, and finding Glass Flail. Glass Flail, great to get through the first couple zones. Maybe the first 3. I'd be a little bit nervous running it in zone 3, though, because of the hot coals.
Yeah, it's a bit sketchy. I still like it, though. Zone 3 swarms are nothing to a Glass Flail.
Yeah, you just mash through them. Eat them for breakfast.
That's right. So Para's first to the boss, got a bit of a lead here.
Nonogram actually miscalculating and gonna get cornered here. This is really scary. Having, of course, it's the dreaded Death Metal 1. Really not a good. It's definitely the worst boss to get first, especially if you're running a base build. But oh my god, this is. Oh no! Nonogram going down again, and that's really sketchy now. That gives Paratroopa enough of a lead that he just needs to make sure he finishes this run. Not entirely, can certainly come back. And he doesn't have the safest build, so he's got to be a little careful here. That glass spear opts not to take the sunglasses, though.
Yeah, why bother? You got 4 damage already.
All right, guys, keep it civil in chat. Let's not start calling people memes. Don't want to be meme. Yes! Points for me. All right. Lilameo is strong. All right, so Nonogram finding his bloodshot but not taking it, it seems. There's definitely been some debate in the community about whether you take an early bloodshot or not. Like, even check it. Like, do you save the bomb or do you go for the cracked wall? And I think you gotta. I understand maybe not 1-1, but he was on 1-2. But he might just have his eye on getting through it as fast as possible at this point.
I think I would always go for it, especially now that you can murder the guy kind of for free.
And the blood drum is so strong.
Yeah.
Crow. Oh boy. You guys.
So Para's got a much safer build now with the titanium rapier instead, but could use some health and armor.
Yeah, the titanium rapier is a nice pickup compared to the glass spear. Shame that Paratroopa won't be chucking that into any kings anytime soon, but, you know. Them's the breaks. And actually, yeah, definitely slow playing a little bit there. Looks like Paratroopa is going to farm a little. I mean, with the glass shovel, you might as well check in there. And there's that Zone 1 death metal again. Paratroopa wisely jumping in there before the mole gets to it.
Yeah, stupid moles.
Stupid moles.
Yeah, I had to leave that in, though. It's so awesome.
Yeah, I do appreciate a lot of the, like I think maybe next week we'll get a rundown of the bugs turned into features that you kept in the game. Because I know there's
so
certainly
many.
a bunch. Yeah, definitely the monkey bomb save. Ooh, big damage on Paratroopa there. Don't leave your shovel behind. Those are useful. They'll get you through Zone 4.
Kind of need it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a weird thing when it happened to me, and I'm like, wow, I am soft locked. I can't get through Zone 4 because I can't dig, and nothing is digging for me. Like, maybe if you find one of those goblin sentries, and you let them dig your way, like, that'd be impressive.
Earthquake spells.
Yeah. The YOLO earthquakes. I actually kind of half wish that there was an earthquake spell, not just a scroll, but that would be so OP.
Yeah.
It would be the ultimate in speedrunning strats. Just like compass and then use it and go.
Man, Para traded his infernal torch for an obsidian torch. I don't know about that.
That's true, poking. Now it does. Wait, were you gonna change that, Ryan? I don't remember. Was that
what?
Where when I had half a heart and I got the better shovel instead of the potion and then died right away afterwards because I thought I was getting a potion.
Oh, no, I think it's good. But you had no shovel, right? If you don't have a shovel, you gotta get a shovel. Like,
yeah, I don't remember why. Because, yeah, obviously you want a shovel. Like, I do agree with you. But I feel like...
I think you were just expecting it because that's, like, kind of how it always
had
been.
I don't know.
You're at half heart. But, like, if you don't have a shovel...
I think it was I had glass and I got hit. And then I was like, oh, I'm at half a heart, use it. And then I got a shovel. I'm like, what? And then I died.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. I think that does make a lot of sense.
the Scroll of Need doesn't know that there's like a shard on the ground that you could pick up or something.
That's
For
true.
your shovel.
That's true. Yeah, and look at this. Our whoa! I did not notice, but Nonogram has a very rare build. Ring of Wonder Jeweled Dagger. What? What is that? 7 damage?
Yeah, and has pretty much caught up here because.
Yeah, he's going super fast. You can be whipping that thing
impressive.
all over the place.
I wonder if Para is just not paying attention, thinking that because of the 2 deaths, that's enough of a lead or what. But
Yeah, Paratroopa certainly was going pretty slow, and yeah, totally caught up, like 100%. Same floor, everything. Actually, I would even say that Nonogram's ahead now because there's the mini boss. 7 damage. Yeah, Rat's favorite number of damage. So many memes in the community. I like it. And actually, Paratroopa's kind of got a little bit of a sketchy situation. I mean, got enough shielding to last a lifetime, but uh-oh. Oh, this is scary. Using the greater shield after the shield spell and needing to. Wow, that was sketch. All right, and just as Paratroopa gets on the Zone 3 boss, Nonogram finishes it and transmutes to a War Drum. That's really nice. I like the War Drum without range. I think it's a great way to basically get range.
what do you mean?
Well, you can kind of pull enemies to you, if that makes any sense. Like, if you're worried about... Yeah, sorry, I realized it was a little cryptic. But if you're worried about, like, not having range, you can just hit that War Drum and they'll move one towards you and you can take them out.
Yep.
Although, Nonogram not even using the War Drum, just standing there and just missing beats. Doesn't
He's
seem to
got
really
enough
matter.
damage.
Yeah, it doesn't
One-shotting
matter.
the golems. It's beautiful.
Oh, it's so nice. Yeah, that
Doesn't
makes
have
such a
any-
big difference.
Doesn't have any boots, but you don't really need the boots so much if you can one-shot those bastards.
Yeah, and I wonder if at this point Paratroopa sort of caught on what's going on here, and is starting to speed up a little bit. But look at all those charms, but none of them really matter without some health. Half a heart is scary. Nice use of the bomb there.
Yeah.
And no,
It's not looking good. Nono has the better armor and a potion.
Yeah, has like what, 4 armor with the Ring of Wonder as well. Oh
Yeah, I
no!
think so.
And down goes Paratroopa, and that's gonna be hard to come back from. You can't really do. You'd have to run a 6-minute run, which I mean wouldn't be world record. Ouch! Was it a confuse there that got Paratroopa?
No, he was kind of waiting. He needed to burn a beat, and I think I die this way sometimes too, where you kind of wait for the beat to be burned, but then you move a little bit too soon, and you still were actually on the previous beat, and so he moved into the way of a lich.
Ouch. Yeah, this is all Nonogram now. Nonogram just needs to finish it. I mean, Paratroopa's gonna still run, I think. I was probably encouraged by Will, I would imagine. But yeah, I mean, Nonogram's got all the health. Just needs to finish this off, and needs to finish it in just under 5 minutes. Sorry, just over 5 minutes, which is more than doable with only one more part of the zone and then the final bosses. But you never know.
Yeah, it should be doable. This is surprising after those 2 early deaths. It was looking like Nonogram was going to be in trouble there, but
Actually,
I love
yeah.
he
Great
poked.
build.
He killed an ogre there, just like the ogre was swinging his club at him. Just poke him once with the freaking
Yeah,
jeweled dagger.
deflate
Take
him.
that,
Yeah.
you freaking ogre.
And actually, he's got that War Drum too, so he can easily do 10 damage on Deadringer.
Yep.
Not even using his War Drum. I wonder if he's forgot he has it, because you don't really need it when you're doing this much damage. That was an interesting play. Just sort of ramming into the exploding the gargoyle. I don't know about that. It just kind of tanking the damage. I mean, it only did half a heart, but maybe not worth.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, he either had to go do that or take the spider hit, or there's another gargoyle to the other side that was going to explode if he stood next to it, so he was going to kind of have to take something, but you should probably take the spider hit rather than a bomb, but
Yeah,
because he's
but
got
it
enough
was,
armor that it's,
yeah, it doesn't matter.
it's all the same.
Yep, that's true. And that might have got him in, it might sort of position him a little better now that he's going sort of down around the bottom instead of through the middle. I think through the middle is not always the best call, just because you're less likely to find the shop, I guess. All right, come on, you gotta do it. You got a War Drum hit, Deadringer. Come on. I don't know if Nonogram realizes. But yeah, that's more than enough damage. Even without the Ring of Wonder, that would have been enough.
Yeah, I think regarding the Zone 4 layout stuff, through the middle I think is faster because it's like the hypotenuse of the triangle rather than going, you know, along the edges of the triangle. So it should technically be faster, but I think I agree it's
Maybe, but I feel like it's still like it's still like a zigzag. So if you think of it like in the sort of orthogonal sense, it's just as many steps to go all the way down, all the way to the right, or sort of zigzag through. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah,
steps for sure.
Unless you're using diagonal bounce traps, or I don't know, getting wind spelled. Yeah, I
But
don't think you're gonna be going
it
any
might be
faster.
fewer rooms if you can dig, you know, nicely. If you can dig through the rooms.
Yeah, that's true.
Efficiently.
Using that jeweled dagger and just one-shotting the nightmare on Dorian's side. That's cool. I like that. So is the plan to also put throwing in for Dorian? Or just reloading?
Yeah, it should be. All the stuff should be able to work. I'm not sure why it's not working on him currently, but
Okay.
yeah, we'll fix it.
Because that'd be some seriously good presence of mind if you can manage a Dorian throw in the middle of this fight. That
Yeah,
would be
if
wild.
there's like some red dragon threatening cadence on the other side of the level, you just chuck your jeweled dagger.
That'd be awesome. Oh, that would be such an incredible save. Just like from across the room. Boom! Got your back! Bammo! That'd be so good.
Dad's got your back.
Nice. And it looks like Nonogram's going to take it with 2 minutes to spare in this first sudden death. So congrats to Nonogram, as Nonogram will be moving on, and unfortunately Paratroopa is going to be eliminated. It's a taxi cab metric.
Props.
Thank you, Pants.
Props to Para though for bringing it to this tiebreaker. That last round before was nuts.
Yeah, that was really crazy. Really, really good. Wow. Okay, so we are on to our